He dishes quickly, sweet feed out to your man Caruso, and he nails a three, and they are off to the races now. And here we go again, one more time.
Look,
this is AD. This is his
too good.
Assist.
This is why you can't do anything.
Okay, and that, by the way, was the only 2 points that AD scored in the fourth quarter. And then he's off to the races again. And I thought that he was going to be caught here, but he is really fast, especially for his advanced age. What is he, like 17? No, he's 15 seasons in, I believe. So there you go. That's 10 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. That's like a game in 4 clock minutes. And all of a sudden, it's a 12-point game. And I sat back and said, it's over. Congratulations, you win. So, again, LeBron had a great first half.
Skip.
He scored 7 points in the second half in a virtuoso, says LeBron.
Skip.
Yeah, right?
He expends so much energy. Think about what you're asking him to do. Tell me the time.
I thought he'd at least go for 50.
No, it doesn't matter. No, we want the win. See, because I've seen him go for 50 and catch the L, and then you said he didn't do enough. And now, because he had this virtuoso, because you've been hyping for what?
Virtuoso? And by the way, in that run, he sat for the last 2 minutes of that run.
LeBron expended so much energy in the first half. I was concerned because when you exert that kind of energy on the offensive end, on the defensive end, because you're having to rotate multiple times. You're trying to chase guys off of threes. You're trying to close out. And you're also going to be trying to deter guys from getting to the rim. You're asking a guy in year 17, you tell me the time in your life that you've seen a guy in year 17 do what LeBron James is doing in year 17. I'll wait. Considering Michael Jordan only played 15 years, and he took 4 years and a half off in between. So tell me the time you've seen a guy in year 17 doing what LeBron James is doing. Take your time.
So you're telling me he's old now?
All I'm asking...
I thought he was Iron Man.
Skip, it's a simple question.
He spends $2 billion a year on his body. I read quotes after the game. I don't even see Savannah because I'm working so hard on my body. Well, if you got it going, keep it going.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Don't go. In the second half, he went 0 for 4 from 3.
AD.
You know what? He fell back to the norm, right?
AD went for 10 points, 8 rebounds.
What you said, AD took over in the second half. He scored 2 points in the fourth quarter.
So he had 12. So he ended up with 26 and 15. How many of those of the 26 points did he have came in the second half?
How many came in the fourth quarter? That's all that mattered. It was a game, man.
It wasn't no game.
It wasn't
no game.
The Rockets are up a point with 10 minutes left. What are you talking about?
10 minutes?
10 minutes left.
Hold on. You make it seem like they was up by a point with 10 seconds. 10 minutes.
They had just played the hell out of your Lakers for 2 games and 3+ quarters.
Yeah.
You saw it with your own eyes, and you were shaking in your boots up there.
I asked you a simple question the other day. What happens when they don't make 20? Now, think about this, Skip. They scored 20, made 22 threes, and they still doesn't get over 110 points. James Harden and Russ goes for what? They go for 163 points, and they get to 102. So how much better can they play?
How much did LeBron have to do with the run that ended the game?
Now it's about run.
Well, seriously.
Hold on. So how much?
Seriously. Well, you said virtuoso. I got to hold him to the highest level.
How much did Kawhi have to do with the run the other night?
I don't even care about the Clippers.
Now you don't care. You hyped him up yesterday.
I didn't wear a goat mask this morning for Kawhi Leonard. I didn't wear one.
All I'm asking
You're the goat mask wearer.
Your guy in the last 2 games.
You wore a goat mask and said virtuoso.
The last 2 games, your guys made 1 field goal in the fourth quarter, and you're talking about how great he is. My guy took the game over.
I didn't say how great he is. I said he's in a horrible shooting slump.
No, Skip, hold on. You were just talking about the assist and the rebounds.
Who was the most valuable Laker last night? It ain't even close. It's Rondo.
So let me ask you a question.
Rondo.
Let me ask you a simple question.
Woo.
If LeBron James does not score 29 points in the first half, will Rondo have been needed in the fourth quarter?
So you're saying the Rockets are so good they would have blown you off the floor?
Skip, see, there you go. See, you change every time. Whatever you can do to diminish LeBron, but it's not going to work today.
Oh, I think it already worked about 17 times.
How it worked? You're down 2-1. You're down 2-1. So how's that 4-3 looking for you right now?
How lucky were you? How blessed were you to have Rondo? How lucky was he to have Rajon Rondo?
Now we're lucky.
That was playoff Rondo.
Okay.
You want to talk about virtuoso? That was the virtuoso. That was playoff Rondo.
Where was Rondo in the first round?
He was Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're really lucky to have
You're
it.
playing the worst team.
That's the worst team.
Well, by far the worst team in the bubble.
But you and everybody else, there were Skip, hold on. Before they got back to the bubble, you said the Lakers didn't want to see the Trailblazers. And everybody else, there was GA, there was Charles, there was a lot of people. If they get this matchup, even Paul Pierce, the Trailblazers, now all of a sudden they're the worst team in the bubble. Now Houston's down.
I predicted a sweep, and you know and I know it should have been a sweep.
So you predicted 4 games. So you predicted a 7-game series. What you got now?
I got no Daniel House, and I might not have Robert Covington, and it's over.
It's over. People at home, let this sink in for a second.
Let this sink in.
A guy that came in the CBA, and there's nothing wrong, G League, the guy that played overseas, and there's nothing wrong with that. Skip Bayless with 2 MVPs saying Daniel House is the most important Rocket.
Did I say that? Did I say he was an important Rocket? You better believe it. You want me to give you the numbers again?
Hold on.
Game 2 against the Lakers, 13 and 5 points. Is that not an important contribution? I mean, 13 and 5 rebounds. How about Game 2 against Oklahoma City, 19 and 9. Game 3, 15 and 10. Game 4, 21 points and 6 rebounds.
Well, we don't have Avery Bradley.
Wow.
We don't have Avery Bradley. We good, so we even. We even.
The Rockets are about the most shallow team in the playoffs. They have no depth. They have 5 starters and 2 bench players.
So when did it get like this? So
they've been that way all along.
Okay, then. So I don't want to hear the excuses now.
Well, if you take away a cog and now maybe 2 cogs, you are done. You're gonna play You're gonna play James Harden 48 minutes.
Whoa, hold on. He's a superstar. That's what you say. Well, LeBron should do.
You know, James Harden was really good.
And what he got him?
Yeah.
Was he better than my guy? Was he better than my guy?
They had you so cold.
I don't know what had. I don't know what had.
And Rondo took over in ways I never dreamed he would take over.
Skip.
He saved your guy.
Skip.
I wanted to see LeBron at the late game free throw line with those shaky hands with 2 to tie. That's what I wanted to see.
You saw him in the first half. Now you keep telling me, because I want you to put that stat up that you put up the other day, that P.J. Tucker guarded Anthony Davis better than anybody in the NBA. Where's that stat? Where's the next-gen stat? Oh, Anthony, he cannot do anything with him. Covington cannot. Gordon cannot. The man is 6'10 and a half.
Anthony Davis in the fourth quarter last night shot 2 times and made 1 for a grand total of 2 points. He got to the free throw line 0 times.
So let me ask you a question.
Guess how many rebounds Anthony Davis had in the fourth quarter last night? A big goose egg. He had no rebounds.
So let me ask you a question.
As I call him, he can be AD all done.
So only the fourth quarter matters, right? So why wouldn't you keep that energy when Kawhi scores 2 points?
I don't care about Kawhi today.
No. It's not about today. Because what you try to do is you try to shift the narrative again. It's the fourth quarter. But you talk about, did you see that?
The narrative is that you said virtuoso.
It was.
You went goat
It
mask.
was. Hold on. It's 13 or 23, 4 of 9. When was the last time Kawhi shot 50% from the field?
Does the second half count?
Yeah. Even with that, he shot 50+% from the field, 13 to 23. Is 13 or 23 good, Skip? Yes or no? It's a simple yes or no.
Third quarter, game on the line. He goes 1 of 5 and 0 for 3 from 3.
Skip, you and Skip, everybody was watching this game. Everybody knows if LeBron James does not do what he did in the first half, they're not winning this game. The game is over. You know that. I know that. Give the man his flowers right now. It's okay.
I tweeted at halftime that Bron should be embarrassed about the first half because he puts on a virtuoso in the first half. And what was the halftime score? They're down, what,
They were down 3.
Okay. How can that be? You're better than that. You're the GOAT, says you.
So in other words, anytime you have a virtuoso half or a quarter, you should be ahead.
Yeah.
So what's that 63 was about?
Well,
that 63 in the L.
Have some impact.
What about the 63 in the L? Was that impactful?
The only impact I saw was from Rondo for 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Skip, stop. Skip, stop. Now, this is, come on now. The man had 29. The man was on what, 10 or 14 shooting.
Game over at halftime? No. I wish it would have been.
I'm glad you said that. So was the game over when they was up by 1 with 10 minutes to go? Was the game over when the Rockets were up by 1 with 10 minutes to go? Yes or no?
Well, obviously.
Hey, no, well. I don't want to hear no well. No. Was the game over? It's a simple yes or no. Skip, it's not a well.
Well, unfortunately, you don't accept that it wasn't over then because I had you dead to rights. I had LeBron cold as ice. I had LeBron shaky from the free throw line, 6 of 10. He'd missed 4 free throws. I had you right where I needed you.
Skip.
That was the Rockets game to win until the littlest man on the court, even littler than the little tiny Rockets, took the game over.
Skip, if the Rockets don't turn the ball over 10 times in the first half to the Rockets 3, this game is not even close. The game was close because the Lakers kept turning the ball over. Once you saw the turnovers...
What team leads the playoffs in forcing turnovers? It's the Rockets. It's what they do. It's who they are.
You see, Skip, a lot of that was not even no forced turnover. It was the guy LeBron. They try to get, sometimes they try to get too fancy. Sometimes just go ahead and lay the ball up. They try to throw lobs to LeBron. Yes, LeBron can go gadget, but sometimes it's not the time for that. There'll be a time and a place for that. But see, what I have a problem with, everybody else can have their role players step up and perform. What is Lou Will? What is Trez? And never, ever did you say they saved Kawhi. Not once.
Oh, I do all the time.
No, you don't. No, you do not. You talk
do.
about a one little simple block. Did you see that finger? LeBron throwing everybody's stuff up out of there. That's why I said I opened Club Shay Shay. Governor Newsom told me I could have up to 25 people. I put LeBron in front of the door. I made no money. He ain't let nobody in the club. Eric Gordon try to get in, get out of there. Austin Rivers try to get in, pop out. James Harden, wah wah.